Hello everybody and welcome back to Ruled Waves 2, Italy. We continue to be in our everlasting war versus the Austro-Hungarian Empire, though we continue to win. We have far more VPs than they do. We have won almost every engagement, at least. And out of all the casualties that have actually been suffered in the war, we have actually inflicted the more prestigious, as we have sunk two destroyers. We sank not two destroyers. We sank actually quite a few destroyers, but we've sunk two of his cruisers and 4 destroyers, while he has only been able to sink 1 of our destroyers. So yeah. I have started an invasion, and we will see if that actually results in anything. I hope it does, because we really need a boon in this war. I'm assuming that our our current the land war is just a stalemate on the border, because we have not received any words about the army wanting resources for an offensive or anything like that, so we'll see. Widespread demonstrations and serious disturbances are reported in Austria-Hungary. 3 centerline turrets. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. We sank 1 merchant ship. None of their cruisers do anything. Trade disruptions from raider and submarine sinkings are causing hardship and food shortages in Austria-Hungary. We have a fleet battle. Are they going to try and break it? Nope, they decline. A cruiser action near Sicily. I can take that. Okay, what do we have? Just our light cruisers. Are we going to be facing off against their heavy cruisers? 'Cause if so, we might have to deal with a Oh, I can't move because we have not spotted anything. Okay, they're heading back. So where are their cruisers? Okay, looks like we can move now. We have no objective. What do we got? Wonder how a couple of their cruisers got through the Adriatic choke point. Probably while we were scrambling for that fleet battle that they denied us. Scenario's over. They had 2 heavy cruisers. Okay, well, I'm glad I didn't meet them. Oh, yeah. Okay. Leave scenario. It's a draw. Examination captured. They're not ahead of us in AP projectiles. They're making okay, advertising 8-inch guns. Wonder if that just means better 8-inch guns. They've got bad war weariness, but we have an unrest level of 5 as well, so war is taking its toll on us. I'm wondering, do we have anybody making crew? Okay, not yet. I want to try and design. Let's try and design a normal battleship. Oh, nope. Let's try and do a dreadnought. Will it make a dreadnought? We theoretically could make a dreadnought right now. What about a battle cruiser? No, we'd just make a normal cruiser, though. We could actually get 3 turrets off of this. Surprisingly enough. Wow. That would be a really heavy and very expensive cruiser. But that would be a really nice one. That is just on the cusp of being a battle cruiser. Theoretically, if we knocked out the torpedo tubes, we might actually be able to squeeze out just a little bit of speed. Yeah, it's overweight. What if we dropped it to 6 inches? Nah, wouldn't be worth it. Let's bring that down. Could use the extra 100, though, to give the turret tops maybe a 3-inch. Wow. That is a really good design for this early. 10-inch turrets as well, not bad. Like quality 0, so they're actually fairly good compared to what we're using right now on our Marco Polos. That might be something we do post-war. I mean, it would take, what is this? It would take more than 2 years to finish this if we built it now. But that is really enticing. Just want to see, if we did a light cruiser, what could we make right now? Do we have above water? We do not. It's overweight, armor thickness, 1/2 not allowed. Must have 2 centerline turrets. What the fuck did this thing automatically make? Hold on, let's try and auto build it again. Okay. 2 centerline turrets. So we need to get rid of one of those. We're making weird designs. Design not legal. Need to get rid of one of the turret. The midship turret would need to be gotten rid of. It's fairly small. I would like it to be maybe 7,500 maybe. Bring that up to a 6-inch gun. Short range. Could bring it up to a medium range. Bring it up to 8,000 tons and drop it to a 26. Then with that, we could theoretically bring the weight down a little bit. Need to find just a little bit more in terms of... Would like instead maybe 4 inchers, and let's go for maybe 8 5-inch guns. Casemates. Can we go to 6-inch? Well, no, that would be the main caliber. Go to a 7-inch gun. Quality's -1. Wouldn't be too bad. I'll have to look into that. I don't know. We don't have the ability to do it right now. We're still trying to win this war. We can look at updating our roster once we actually get through the war. Oh, I am thinking of maybe going ahead and accelerating the construction of this bad boy and this bad boy, and that still leaves us with we're hedging right over the line for our budget. I'm good with that. Yeah, because we need the cruisers a bit more, because they're not actually presenting for a fleet battle, so our battleships are kind of just wasting away right now. We need cruisers. So let's go to the next turn. The government of Austria-Hungary has collapsed in revolution. The Kaiser has been deposed. They have been forced to accept harsh peace conditions. Yes! Alright, well, we can only take the one province. So there we go. Naval budget has been reduced. Hey, we got 13-inch guns. Quality's -1. So they scrapped almost all of their... Well, I mean, they had to scrap the corvettes because you can only have them during war, and the AMCs as well. Okay. So let's... Normal construction pace. Normal construction pace. Halt construction there. Alright, we're no longer at war, guys, and we got new bases. Which is great. And we can bring down our spying just a little bit. Go down to low, because we don't need much more. Yeah, we can finally get back on track with revitalizing our cruiser force and maybe getting some more modern battleships in here. as well as hopefully rebuilding some of our subs we lost during the war. Okay, Great Britain putting down more money for their... Austria-Hungary's putting down coastal batteries. That's okay, I don't plan on going to war with them again. They rebuilt a couple of ships. So yeah, that's a thing. Now what we are going to do is as soon as we finish at least the majority of these cruisers, we're going to begin rebuilds for the currently deployed ships. And by the way, we're going to... The Ninos are going the way of the dodo. We are going to mothball them right now. And then they will be scrapped as soon as the next 2 light cruisers come off the slips. An anti-British rebellion is broken out in Yemen. French laid down a new heavy cruiser. Shipyard experience with class is short in the construction of the light cruiser. Nice. Okay. It's not bad. So, a Yemen uprising. I'm good with that. If the British cannot put that down, I would be more than happy to take it over. It would give us a little bit more possessions in the Indian Ocean region. Okay, how much longer we got? 6 months there. I think we're going to go ahead and halt production. No. We'll halt production of the heavy cruiser 6 months so we can get ourselves a new... and we'll restart it as soon as we get a little bit more of a slush fund, or we can increase our... or when we can increase the actual cash flow. We are going to upgrade our dock size. So we do have the money for that. Okay, they rebuilt some ships. Yeah, not what I expected. 5 more months. Yeah, nothing else we can really do there. They rebuilt another battleship. They're rebuilding a lot of their ships. This is Austria-Hungary, probably putting in new fire control. See, we're going to do more than just fire control, because we want to get better 10-inch guns on our Marco Polos. Okay. And we are stretching our budget pretty far. We do not have a very large budget. So if we check our budget right now, we are well below. We were at 210 before the war ended, and now we're at 130. I mean, we're far below the, or we're far above Austria-Hungary, but still, that puts us under Russia, and just barely below France. So yeah. New research. Expect promising results in a new research area, anti-submarine warfare. That'll come in handy. New heavy cruiser for the Austria-Hungarians, and they rebuilt they rebuilt one of their battleships. Okay, we're close enough that we can resume construction of that heavy cruiser. British government is offering us to sell the rights of 14-inch guns with quality negative... 14-inch guns with -1 quality. Yeah, we'll go ahead and pick that up. Unexpected advances in hull construction. Saving some weight on the hull. That's good, that's good. 1 more month and we'll have our next light cruiser. Rebellion in Yemen continues. New light cruiser commissioned in the Navy. We'll increase it by 1 month, but we get our better fire control. Good, we'll go ahead with that. Prime Minister floats the idea of shooting competition for all ships. He believes they'll increase... Sure, we'll go ahead and do that. Marco Polo, lead ship in our class, wins the Prime Minister's Cup. Increase of our national accuracy. Some better torpedoes. Yeah. Not bad. 2 more months and we get our new battleships, which... could have used those during the war, though they are quite undergunned now compared to some of our heavier guns. But they are faster by a fair margin than the rest of our battle line, and heavily armored. I say it would... damn, Great Britain crushed the rebellion. I was kind of expecting that, in all honesty. Let's go ahead and resume construction of you. Colonial crisis with Austria-Hungary as well. You've asked for recommendation. Safeguard our interest if it leads to war. We're prepared to fight it. I mean, yeah, I'm good with that. Scientists made unexpected advances in turret and gun mountings. Okay, say weight saving on turrets. Alright, so that increased the threat with Austria-Hungary, but we kicked their ass in the last war. I think we can continue doing it. Because now it's even worse because they have less ports to sally forth from. They'll only have, what do they? They only have Pola and Fumi. So yeah, they only got 2 ports that they'll be able to come out from. So we could probably just crush them there. I don't think we can actually kill them, like get them out of the game completely, because I don't think that's how the game works. But still. Recent improvements in productivity? Okay, nice. We'll get a boost to our income. Okay, there we go. Happy to report they are close to mastering preheaters. Alright. Good. New battleship. We will continue constructing the other one in the class. And we are going to go ahead and look to updating the Marco Polo class, which is going to be a fairly straightforward. So, open design for rebuild. So I want the better 10-inchers. Yes. So now instead of 5.1 at 5,000 yards, it's now 5.6. So that is far better. Let's see. We want to get to central firing. Replace the machinery of the ship. I think we're going to drop some of the tertiary guns. Just a little bit. I want to go ahead and drop quite a few of the tertiary guns so we can get an extra knot of speed. Can't change the cramped accommodation. Can't do additional deck armor. Other than that, though, it's a pretty good rebuild. Central firing's good. 6-inch guns at quality 0. Okay, that's good. More powerful 3-inchers I'm good with. Even if we only get 2 of them. Yeah, we'll go ahead with that. Not much else we can really do. We could probably put on a little bit extra ammo, because we do run out sometimes. But with that, I think we have ourselves a nice... Okay, here's what I'm thinking as well. We drop the forward and aft torpedo tubes. We delete those mounts. We gain a little bit of weight, which is totally fine for the rebuild. We can bring this up to maybe 4 3-inch guns. And then bring our ammo up to 120. Can we get this to 6? Let's get that to 115. Alright. I mean, we could get rid of all the torpedo mounts, but I don't want to go that radical here. But with that, I think we've got ourselves a really nice rebuild. It'll cost us 12 months, and a fairly good, fairly good monthly cost, but still, not a bad rebuild. We will save that. Yes. Let's go ahead and put that up for a rebuild. We'll keep that going. And the Marco Polo will be the first of the Marco Polo Revision 1905. I mean, they're still far behind our Prisa class heavy cruisers, but I'm okay with that. Let's go ahead and turn. Under construction, yeah, we'll go ahead one more month to get some, better armor development. Gradual improvement armor quality and weight saving, nice. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and delay the Prisa by 1 turn so that it can get central firing instead of just using, I think it was, I forget what it was. What is it using? Central rangefinder instead of central firing. So yeah, that's what we're replacing it with. Okay, improvements to our industrial production. So it is upping our yearly budget. Boom times. There's a windfall in tax revenues. What is the recommendation? We need to strengthen the Navy. Got some better weight saving on machinery just after we started those rebuilds, which is great. Yeah, Austria-Hungary is also rebuilding their navy. They invented improved signaling, which is something I would actually quite like as well, because that would give us less of those squadron or division is misunderstood signals events during combat. New docks completed. There we go. Rumors are the Austrian scientists have trouble mastering the principles of torpedo protection 1. Okay, that's not something we're even working on, I don't think. So we can build 19,500 ton ships now. Wonder what's the current status of the battleship, or the dreadnought and battle cruiser race. Doesn't look like it's actually going on right now, but still, need to keep an eye on that. Let's go ahead. One of our major arm manufacturers wants to enter a technology sharing agreement with France. No. We're going to increase tension to get some more income. Okay. Well, our new Preza heavy cruiser has now been commissioned into the Navy, so that's great. Alright, and we can, if we wanted to, start the San Marco, which is another Preza class, but I think we'll wait for the rebuild of the Marco Polo to finish, and for the light cruiser to go. Okay, we're well on their way to understanding cross-deck fire, nice. Shipyard experience has been, okay, so we got a shorter time for the light cruiser. Brings us down to 7, which is on par with the Marco Polo rebuild and refit. Disarmament conference is being held in The Hague. We can live with the restrictions of disarmament. We should not be limited. Yeah, no, we don't want it. Okay, our budget has gone up as well, so that's good. With that, actually, I'm thinking we'll go ahead and we'll resume. We can take that. So we got everything going. Ooh, wow, that's a lot of money. Has been collected by popular subscription to finance a new battleship. If you do not build a battleship, you may become a focus of some displeasure. Okay, the Preza has finished her working up. Sounding us out about an alliance. The Prime Minister thinks we can make it possible to save defense expenditures. It'll decrease our budget, but it'll bring tension down. But we will have an alliance with Great Britain. I'm good with that. Negotiate a treaty with Great Britain. So we are allied with them now. It did bring our budget down quite a bit, but now we have 50,000 of whatever the denomination of money this is. But either way, that gives us the ability of actually looking into designing a dreadnought. 13-inch guns. We could be the first nation to have a dreadnought. If we bring this up to 1,800, or 18,000. 18,000, 21 knots. Everything's okay. We get you up to 100 rounds. 100 rounds. 9.5 belt armor. Got 3 guns. Get rid of those torpedo mounts. They're not going to be useful on this ship. We bring you up to 10 inches. 10-inch belt. 22 knots. No, that's always the most is the speed. Bringing the speed up is always very expensive in terms of weight. So we have 300 extra tons. We haven't unlocked mines or K guns or anything like that. We haven't unlocked anything else. So I'm thinking we don't have cross-deck fire either. So I'm thinking we can drop the weight a little bit. Actually, can we get... These are 6-inchers. Have we gotten to the point where we can put these things in turrets? Put them in there. Can we get the turrets? It's not develop secondary turrets for BB. Okay. Stay in casemates. And we don't have torpedo defense. Turret top, let's go to 3-inch. Deck, 2.5. Ooh, just can't do that. Oh, there we go. Can we get up to 11 inches? 11-inch belt armor. 13-inch guns. 11-inch belt armor. Oh, this is expensive as all hell, but we can do it. It's perfectly doable. We could have the first dreadnought. You know what we're going to do? Do I want to... Hold on. I've got to click on this and get his name correct. Alright. We are going to call this the Primarch Andronis. Primarch Andronis class. Just going to double check I spelled that right because I know I sometimes do that wrong. Yes, Primarch, yeah. And there we go. We're naming that's one of the Patreons that I have on the channel, and he's getting himself. He's my $10. He's one of my two $10 level patrons, and he will be the namesake of our brand new Dreadnought battleship. 4 months to research him, but I am totally good with that. Okay. Let's go to the next turn. Private shipbuilding increased by another 1,000 tons. We can make 20,500-ton ships. Improved signaling from Austria-Hungary. Good, we needed that. Cross-deck fire has been enabled. Okay. Gradual AP penetration improvements. Better operation range for coastal subs. Nice. Nice. So if we can get the Primarch and Andronis design ready and built, we would actually be meeting the requirements for the money we received from our citizenry. Let's go to the next turn. One of our minor allies in the Balkans is threatened by a neighbor. What policy back unconditionally? Okay. Another battery for the Austro-Hungarians, because it's all they can do to match us in the field. God, that is a huge dock size for this time period. I so want to see us first dreadnought. It'd be so good. Okay. Heavy cruisers there. One more month. Go to the build screen. Yes. Build. Alright. Somebody stole industrial secrets from us. And there we go. We are now building the required number of battleships by our citizenry. Looks like Austria-Hungary hates us, and so do the French. But we have Big Brother Great Britain helping us, so we don't really need to worry about too much. Receive much praise for building the requested number of battleships. Okay, not only battleships, Dreadnought. A new light cruiser's been commissioned, and a new heavy cruiser's been rebuilt. Scientists have made unexpected advances in fire control. Nice. Well on their way to mechanical shell handling. Baffled by 700-ton destroyers. Okay. So if we check the almanac, we are building, but I don't... National data. They're building 2 dreadnoughts. They're building 1 battle cruiser. 1 battle cruiser for the French. Yeah, nothing for the Austro-Hungarians. Nothing for the Americans either. They're just building a whole bunch of battleships. So, I don't know how long the British have been building their dreadnoughts, but we do have ours. We have our toes in the water, which is more than I can say for some nations, so that's good. But looking at the time, I think this is going to be the end of the episode. So I want to thank you all for joining me for this episode. If you liked it, please leave a comment down below. So hit that like button. If you want to help support the channel, consider the subscribe button down below, as well as take a look at the description down below, where I have links to my Discord and my Patreon page. But I will see all of you in the next episode. Bye.